Last week's show, titled The Galactic Zoo, reminded me of Zooniverse, which we covered quite a few fun facts ago, and a fascinating project known as Galaxy Zoo that is still ongoing. Galaxy Zoo is a crowdsourced astronomy project which invites people to assist in the morphological classification of large numbers of galaxies. It is an example of citizen science as it enlists the help of members of the public to help in scientific research. So what is crowdsourcing? The word crowdsourcing is a portmanteau of crowd and outsourcing. In contrast to outsourcing, crowdsourcing usually involves less specific and more public groups of participants. It probably doesn't mean this. Contemporary crowdsourcing often involves digital platforms to attract and divide work between participants to achieve a cumulative result. Crowdsourcing is not limited to online activity, however, and there are various historical examples of crowdsourcing. A key factor leading to the creation of the project was the problem of data deluge. Our current world is overwhelming due to the availability of vast amounts of information and data. Kevin Schawinski, previously an astrophysicist at Oxford University and co-founder of Galaxy Zoo, defined the problem of data deluge that led to Galaxy Zoo's creation when he was set the task of classifying the morphology of more than 900,000 galaxies by eye that had been imaged by the Sloan Digital Sky Survey at the Apache Point Observatory in New Mexico. In 2007, when Galaxy Zoo first started, the science team hoped that 20 to 30,000 people would take part in classifying the 900,000 galaxies that made up the first sample. It had been estimated that a perfect graduate student working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, would take 3 to 5 years to classify all the galaxies in the sample. However, in the first Galaxy Zoo, more than 400 million classifications were made in approximately 175 days by more than 100,000 volunteers, providing an average of 38 classifications per galaxy. One really cool thing that happens when so many people participate is that someone may spy an anomaly or an oddity. This is exactly what happened in 2007 to one of the first-year participants in Galaxy Zoo. Hanny van Arkel, a Dutch schoolteacher, discovered an astronomical phenomenon called a quasar ionization echo. It appears as a bright blob close to spiral galaxy IC 2497 in the constellation Leo Minor. Hanny's Voorwerp, HSV, is the name given to the space oddity. Voorwerp means item. Some see a set of cat's eyes near the bottom with a green, swirling body above. The green is a standard false color that is used to represent the presence of several luminous emission lines of glowing oxygen. Here is a diagram of Hanny's Voorwerp broken down into parts. Astronomers found that Hanny's Voorwerp is the only visible part of a 300,000 light-year-long gaseous streamer stretching around the galaxy. The greenish Voorwerp is visible because a searchlight beam of light from the galaxy's core illuminated it. This beam came from a quasar, a bright energetic object that is powered by a black hole. An encounter with another galaxy may have fed the black hole and pulled the gaseous streamer from IC 2497. So how cool is that? So this Galaxy Zoo began in 2007, and by 2017 there had been 15 versions. The owner of the project is the Citizen Science Alliance, and the zoo is available in English, French, Spanish, German, Polish, Czech, Chinese, and Japanese. The project is still ongoing, so please feel free to sign up. I'm sure there is just not one Voorwerp in 900,000 images. You could find the next one.